Instead of that, so a lot of her anxiety, one, we have to work through the resource guarding stuff head on. Okay. The way to actually fix that is instead of her looking at us, what everybody thinks, it's like, okay, go and see them.
Right.
Well, if she has full mental freedom to see us, her natural instinct just takes over, and it's like, I have to judge you, I have to be on edge about you.
Okay.
Especially with her past, you know, not meeting great people,
well,
or she was scared, right?
And she was in a, she had parvo, so she was in a
oh, I forgot about that.
For like the first 3 months of her life without really really contact.
Right. So actually, when a dog is fearful of strangers, and she's never like gone up, or did she bite somebody? I forget. She just kind of runs away in fear.
Run away, yeah. She's never bitten anyone.
Yeah, I remember the last time I was here, like the full hour, she just barked and kind of
ran around. She
ran
just
around.
Around circle.
Wouldn't take food. Wouldn't take. Yeah, so stressed out.
If she's on a leash and like we walk her, she would like stay near me and like, I have those shoes. I love this.
You do?
I do. I have them in black, I think.
Really? I don't know where they
so
came from even. They were a gift.
I'll look it up.
I love them though.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
But if we were walking, like if I put him on leashes right now and we went for a walk, she'd stay away from you, but she would stop barking.
Because she has like a task to do. She has a job to do.
Right.
So right now, her only job to do is to judge us.
Right.
So actually what we are going to do is put her on a leash.
Okay.
But her only job is going to be to look to you.
Okay.
And it seems counteract. It's like, well, I want her to be friends with like you guys. So why should I just have her look at me? So first, you want to keep guiding her. You're going to call her name positively just to keep looking at you. So in that instance, you're telling her like, right now, when you're thinking it's your job to protect, just look to me. Look to me until she settles down.
Okay.
And then, you know, you'll tell her like, go say hi. I don't know if she'll get to that point today, probably not. But it will probably be constant, just look to me, look to me. Just redirecting her. When you feel like you have to take it out on them, just look to me.
Okay.
If there was somebody here that shouldn't be here, you're not going to have her on a leash.
Right.
You're not going to be like, look to me, look to me. You're going to, you know, let her fulfill her natural instinct. But we just need to tone it down a notch so that, you know, people who come here, she can say hi, more so for her, so she can be less stressed.
Yeah.
It's just that Malinois neurotic protective instinct is just too much with her. And then I think also she doesn't feel like she has, so her bed is somewhat her safe place, so that's why she's been attacking the other dogs over it.
She doesn't want them on my bed.
Yeah, the bed, your bed, yes. But I think if we make you her safe place, because right now she doesn't know where is, and that seems kind of funny, because I know when we leave, she's not stressed, you know. But, and people think like, well, isn't, you know, she actually isn't barking like this. I don't think she's stressed. But she doesn't know where her safe place is.
She kind of is like running, Lily, and like if I called her, she wouldn't come to me. But
so we're gonna force her to get, by leashing her, we force her to let go of like the need to pace around. So that's gonna, I mean, she's gonna be stressed about that because she's like, no, I need to be pacing at first. But if we just continuously direct her like, you're okay, she'll figure out like, wow, this is way less stressful for this to be my job, just to look to you.
And like right now, this is the closest I think she's really come.
Yeah, today, for sure.
But if you talk to her, she'd go crazy.
I know, yes. And then in the house, she was forced to be next to us, but she was always barking at the other end of the...
she stayed over there.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys we can go
Okay, let's leash her.
Okay.
I want to, and socializing with other people, as you know, doesn't need to mean like we come and approach her and pet her, you know? Absolutely. This is enough for her. So actually, and how a dog is desensitized of something doesn't mean that they're staring at us. It's that we can be here and she can follow your direction, like tell her to sit.
Really sit?
Yes, like she feels that she can let her guard down about us. So when you desensitize a human of something, if I'm scared of something, I would just expose myself to it over and over and over again, because I can tell myself, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Dogs are the opposite though. You know, I see so many people are like, my dog is afraid of other dogs, so let's bring the dog to the dog park and just let them watch.
I know.
Their mind just goes crazy then, you know, like, because the natural instinct takes over.
Right.
She's like, it's hot. Actually afraid of something, and this is what we're gonna do with Riley with the other dogs and stuff, is you actually, and Riley's not good with other dogs either, right? Isn't she the one that's kind of reactive?
You know, she used to be a little bit in the car. Like if I was in the car and we drove by a dog, she'd like try to, you know, be crazy. But we walk the dogs down the street and there's other dogs and she doesn't really do anything.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's specific dogs or specific instances, like in the car, she's protecting the car.
Yeah, we can only see with Hershey what she does, like even through the gate.
Yeah.
At the end, her dog is super chill.
Oh, cool.
So like a temperament. That's what we're gonna do with like other dogs. It's not if dogs are staring each other down, it's if they can feel comfortable enough to kind of put their back to what they're afraid of and be focused on you. That's how you desensitize a dog of something.
Okay.
So basically, you have to get to the point of where things aren't happening because they're so focused on you. She can't run away, you know, she's forced to stay, she's forced to focus on you. I'm also surprised at how quick she listened to your direction. With the sit, I thought she'd be in her own head for a while being like, no, I can't listen to you, I have to get out of here. But that just shows with the Malinois, they're so obedient, you just have to give them that other source of direction. So this also seems funny that this is going to, her greetings with people is going to help with the issues of her attacking the other dogs lately. But we're just finding like that, making her more center basically, you know, instead of being so anxious, where she's supposed to go to. Because we'll also do like an exercise with the resource guarding. Like even like give other dogs, have a bone be sitting, something that you have that she gets kind of jealous over, or we can even just do the bed. And show how to work through that. So basically you have to get to the point of where it's not happening at all. So let's say we come in next time, you have Lily on a leash, you're just like, Lily, 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 getting her focus.
On the leash out here.
Yep, you're getting her focus every second. So you're like, okay, I had somebody come over, she didn't bark at all because I was on top of her 100% of the time. You have to first get to that point, then you can give her more and more and more mental freedom. But if you give, people are usually like, they only give like they try to get 50% of the dog's focus, and then the other 50, she's still exhibiting her natural instincts. So you have to get to a completely neutral place so that then, because right now she associates strangers as fully negative. Calling her up to you provides a control place, so it brings her to neutral. She's not, she doesn't even have a chance to look at us and think they're negative or they're positive, nothing. It's just completely neutral, and she feels way less stressed because she's just staring at you. Then once you're at that place, we'll slowly let her mind go in little increments so that we're only associated with positivity after that. Again, this is only when she's on the leash, you're telling her a command that these people are okay, which you won't be doing, you know, if you need her to be protective. Exactly. So look at how close she is, and she's so much less stressed. Her tail is between her legs, but there's no barking. Tell her to sit again.
Sit.
Good girl. I'm gonna see what she does if I just walk this way. And you can just call her name the whole time.
Lily.
Good.
Lily.
Yes, keep doing it.
Lily. Lily. A little bar. Lily.
Yeah, tell her to sit.
Sit. Lily, sit. Good girl.
And I don't think we went over like my golden rules of training last time, or maybe we did. No? But one of them is to never repeat a command.
Oh, I forgot. I know I'm not supposed to do that.
I think a lot of people say that, but it's super important for not necessarily stubbornness, because shepherds aren't really that stubborn. I mean, they can be, but it's more so for dogs with anxiety to make them get out of their own heads faster. So typically we say, like an owner says a command 3 to 5 times because it's like sit, sit, sit. And then that causes the dog to be stubborn because they're like, well, I don't have to sit until I'm told 5 times. You know, they think you saying it once means nothing. But it works the same way for anxiety. So if she knows she has to be told something just once, she'll get out of her own anxious head faster, you know?
She's going to follow that command.
Right, exactly.
Like, sit.
Then she's just so anxious, it means nothing. So yeah, so it's really, really good for her.
Okay.
Following direction. Anytime she's looking at me and you're like, oh, it looks like negative thoughts might be building, call her to look at you instead.
Okay.
Prevent that, you know, on the spectrum, prevent that from going down to the negative line, get it back to the neutral. So you want to judge her body language. I'm sure you know all her stress signals, but obviously I see her stance and her tail tucked
right now,
as the number one.
And she's overly panting.
Yep.
She, standing on, like, she's weak.
So some people, because she's not barking, I mean, obviously the tail tucked is, people think that's the number one thing. But, you know, other like stress yawns, things like that, we could see her doing, obviously growling. But some people are like, oh, she's much better. So what I always say when you're trying to work with the training is until she's almost 100% comfortable, I'm not gonna go forward. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you're just gonna keep calling her to you. So right now she's kind of looking around. She's like, what is my job? Let her know her only job is to look to you. Good girl. She is.
She's a good girl.
Yeah.
She just needs
in her own head. Yeah. CBD treats.
Yeah, you know, I got some in there for her.
Do you? Do they work on her?
I've never tried it on her.
Are they the pet ones?
I have treats and I have like oil that you can put in there.
Oh yeah, the oil's good. I mean, I just hear differing reviews on it. Depends what brand you use, because a lot of times they use fillers. So right now,
better.
Yeah, she's definitely getting better. Tell her to sit again.
Really sit.
Good girl. Does she know like a look command at all?
Not really. Hey, Lily, look.
She's like, sit. So what I would focus on her, so now I'm gonna walk back and forth. I'm gonna stay at the same distance. You're just gonna constantly call her name.
Lily.
Good girl.
Lily. Lily.
And we wanna let her,
Lily.
we want her to like let go of the need to watch me this entire time. Good. Yes. I mean, and you can even do this because you have like people here quite often, right? Workers and stuff?
Yeah. And some of them, like, she's known since a puppy and she hates.
Yeah.
And
so I always tell people that if a dog's focus, like Lily's, is basically 98 or 99% everywhere else,
right,
and you call her back to you, most people give up after calling her back like 2 times. You know, if she's barking at us and you're like, Lily, come over here, Lily. It's like, oh, her mind just keeps going back over to them, so just give up. But you have to be so consistent and persistent about shifting her mind where you want it to be. Okay. And as long as you're consistent and persistent about it, that 98% will decrease and your 1-2% will keep increasing.
Okay.
To get to the point of like, I mean, with the Malinois, she's gonna be alert. So if you could have 50-50, that'd be, you know, just right, if you're right there, right, then you can at least get her focus when you need it. Because right now, it's like all of the environment, just everything just consumes her.
So much going on.
Yeah, so she's stressed out. And so you need to be able to get her focus when you need it, okay, and follow your direction. Okay. As long as you have that, the other amount percentage that she's just patrolling, that's totally fine. As long as you can get her to snap out of those kind of states, like if you need it.
As soon as you say it.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So the other rule of mine is just to say her name positively.
Right.
Which I think you do. Yeah. Because
no, I don't. I yelled at her this morning when she attacked her, and last night when she attacked her.
That's kind of like
I wanted to ask about it. So
yeah. What to do?
Sometimes I can tell she'll Lily, sometimes she'll come in the room and I can see like she'll put her ears back and she gets kind of low. At that, should I be like,
yeah,
say her name right there, or just say stop it?
Say her name positively to shift her out of that state and focus on you.
Okay, so what I do usually with that, like if I know if I can see something brewing real quick, I'll yell lizard, and they all go.
Oh my God, perfect, literally perfect. Okay. If that's a command to go somewhere else, wonderful. If you think she doesn't have that great of a response to her name, she'll develop a better response to the name through training, because we'll use it as a command to like, look at you, focus.
But always positive.
Always positive. Because if her ears are pinned back, she's almost getting into her attack mode or whatever, jealousy mode, resource guarding mode. One, if you say it negatively, it adds more negativity to a situation she's already deeming as like, oh, this is negative that they're on the bed, you know? So that's not gonna help. Two, it's like, what motivation is that for her to respond to you? You know, you wanna be like, Lily, over here. And she's like, oh. She's like, we're not on that level yet. And she's like, oh, something better over here. And that's essentially what you're doing with like, lizard. Okay. Where's the lizard?
Lizard. Did you see the lizard?
Where is it? Riley, where's the lizard?
Did you see it? See, they think they love to chase lizards. The lizard is up here. Oh my God. See? Yeah, I can get
Lily's like, where?
They're like, you're an idiot. They're looking. They're like, look at it. Riley's like,
oh my gosh.
Oh, he got away.
Oh no. Riley, get it.
Get it, Riley. Get the lizard.
Get it, Riley.
And even if a fight starts, I'll yell lizard. Or if I know there's one about to happen, if I yell, look at the lizard, then someone ultimately comes out of it.
Would you say you see her getting into that state on like a daily basis?
No, but I've seen it a lot more in the last like couple months.
Yeah, it's escalating a lot. Okay.
Like, okay.
Did she break skin?
And
she break skin? Were they bleeding?
No.
Okay.
And that's the thing. It wasn't like she really was attacking her.
Right.
It was more like,
it's just her instinct, the resource guarding.
But it was mean.
Yeah.
They were snarling.
Of course.
But I looked at Lexi, she didn't break skin. And actually, on me, she didn't really break skin. She scratched me.
Look at her licking her. Sweet.
She's like the mama.
Sweet.
Lexi. And sometimes she'll be doing that with her. And she does it to her. Like,
Lily, you're okay. You're okay.
Lily was like on her back, like trying to get Lexi to like pay attention to her.
Aww.
It's like she's got this demon that comes
out. It's just that the neurotic Malinois, and we just need to give her a little direction, and she's gonna be amazing. Yeah, just with a little direction. I mean, I already see her just being that much less stressed out on the leash. Usually when we first do it, it almost like ramps up the frustration, because they're like, oh my God, I need to be out pacing, you know?
Get away.
Yeah, so this tells me she's very like easily, you know, she's gonna follow your direction well, which is gonna be great. So basically, yes, why I asked about the workers is because you could do the same kind of thing, because she doesn't need to go up to every person. So until she's comfortable, like I wouldn't approach her, I wouldn't have you guys, this is socialization enough for her to be stuck here, because otherwise she's just pacing and hiding.
Instead of letting her run around, making her stand here and face it.
Exactly.
It's like sacking out with horses. You know, we take plastic bags and we're like, you know.
Yeah, they have to kind of get over it. Some dogs, I mean, aren't at this level where they would be able to be at this point, but this is where we're pushing her past her comfort level, but not to the point where she's too stressed out. And you can tell she's too stressed out if she's not focusing on you at all, not taking food. A lot of times they won't be focusing on you, but if she's not taking her food, then you need to back up and find the point. So if a worker's clipping the bushes right here, you would need to, she's not sitting right there, you need to back up all the way until you can get her to sit. And she's taking treats. Yep. And then that means she's probably still gonna naturally have 100% focus over on the guy over here, but she'll respond to you directing her over. So then it ends up being like 50-50 focus.
And then eventually you hopefully
switch it. So yeah, realistically, you would wait until she doesn't really care about that person. Yeah, and I mean, with her level of alertness and the level of alertness you want her to keep, I wouldn't say she needs to be 100% not okay with them, but basically it needs to kind of flip. In the beginning, it's like almost all focus here. It'd be great if you stay in one spot and it's almost all focus there, a couple glances, but she's able to snap out of it when you call her, then move forward. So that's what I would do with my dogs. Literally, I would come over out here, sit on the ground with her and just be like, Lily, Lily, Lily. Well, this person is stationary.
Okay.
So that's what has to happen too. That person can't be approaching.
Then they're threatening her.
So you have to think of the different variables too. When you desensitize a dog, you have to work through one variable at a time. So, I mean, stationary, a person that's working is never going to be completely stationary. Right. I just mean like not moving a ton. Right. Okay. You know, they're staying in one general spot, and you can control the distance. Okay. So as long as they're staying like around here, you know, essentially they're going to be moving a little bit, but you can control the distance up to them. They're not going to be coming this way. So it's a stationary person, and then moving this way perpendicular to you is a whole nother variable. So you have to realize that if she did really well yesterday with a person that was just sitting here, whatever they were doing, stationary, you're probably going to have to go further because now you have that added difficulty level of they're moving, and her, you could see when I started moving, she's like, I have to watch where she's going. So desensitizing her of just the stranger in general, then the moving stranger, and then if it's somebody moving towards her, that's 3 variables at once, and that's really scary. That's the most threatening thing that you could do to her. So breaking it down and trying to desensitize her of each variable at a time is how we're going to be able to get her through with it. And I mean, we can do that in our session. So wait, let's have you walk like just like along that line right before the garage. See, her ears are perking up. She's like, I gotta be watching her. So tell her to sit right now.
Lily, sit.
And what I would do before pulling her up like that is just give her like a hand gesture. Because sometimes that jerking feeling is a sense of like, I have to be on edge and alert, you know? It's everybody's natural instinct. There we go, yes. And then try to get her to look at you.
Lily, Lily, Lily. Oh, good.
Good. She's sitting. I think focus is more important than a sit even. I mean, because she's half, but I mean, yes, that was really good. A sit and focus.
Good sitter.
So even like this seems funny that you would just keep doing it. Most people are like, okay, why am I keep directing her to sit? Because she's just going to keep looking back that way. If somebody's walking like this for 5-10 minutes, you do that the entire time to really make progress. Yeah, let's do it for a few minutes. Yes! The more amount of times you can break her focus on that thing, the better. And if you can even get her to sit with her back facing her, even better. But this is a good start.
Of course, my mom's dog doesn't serve.
Riley, who is that? That's not your friend. What did you say Riley's mixed with again?
Ovarka.
Ovarka, yeah.
Shepherd.
I forgot. Riley.
Oh, I forgot Lily.
And with Lily, I would never, I don't know if you do, but I would never walk her on a prong collar.
I don't even like prong collars.
Okay, good.
I hate that one. The only reason, because she had a martingale and it broke.
Oh,
so
okay.
I had to go to the store tomorrow, but I don't like prong collars at all.
Yeah, for her too, if she has any negative associations with other dogs and she's wearing the prong collar and she's pulling, more negativity, right. The pinching is more negative. So collar.
Lily, 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 Lily. So stop doing that.
I know, but she is following you. Like, I'm surprised with her level of it that she's willing to, and for how many people are here, scary camera, she's willing to break her focus.
Oh, good sitter.
Good. Okay, now stay stationary right there. I want to see what she does. Now she's like, what are you doing? Now try to get her with her back facing Emily.
Oh, see, now she doesn't know why she's stopped.
Yeah. But you want to take that, you're telling her like, it doesn't matter, just look to me. It's not your job.
Lily, sit. Lily, 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 sit. Good girl.
And get her to focus on you.
Lily.
And if she, good! Good girl, Lily.
Lily, 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 Lily. She just keeps sitting, she's like, God, you're dumb.
So now let's see how far up to Emily you can get. You're gonna stop and get her to sit and focus on you each step. Oh, good. Tail is coming out a little bit for a second.
Lily, Lily,
So here how she's like, you see how she's like, I have to judge. So what I always say is breaking her focus once is better than nothing, but if you can break her focus as close to 100% of the time as possible, even better. You don't want to come any closer? You can do it. And here's where it just takes patience. So get her to sit, get her to be out of her own world.
She's a good girl.
Good.
Kind of trying. Like,
yeah, she really is. It's just her natural instinct is like, but I feel like it's her natural instinct scares her because it's almost like she wasn't meant to, her personality isn't meant to be a Malinois because it's like protective instinct, but she's like, actually, I'm really afraid.
I know.
She's so sweet. Yeah. So that's why you get, she's so confused because she's like, inside of me, my genetics are telling me one thing, but my personality, I want to run. Good. And if that's as close as she wants to go, that's okay, as long as you can focus her on you.
Okay.
And so that was really good how when she wasn't sitting before, you just kept backing up until the point where she could. So that's the first step, is finding that point. Okay. There's always a point where the dog will listen to you. Okay. Even if that means you had to go out of sight and around the house, sit, get her to sit, and then work your way back up. Okay. When she's telling you she doesn't want to go up to something like that, listen to her right now. Okay. If she continues to do it for months, then we'll give her a little push, but in the beginning you have to be sensitive towards her. Okay. Because then you walk like a really fine line of turning her fear into aggression, which we don't. You know, if she's like, oh, I'm being dragged, the only thing I know, yeah, fight or flight. Right now she, you know, flees, but so in the beginning, just kind of listen to her, push her past her comfort zone a little bit, but don't stress her out. And yes, this is just gonna help her. Yeah, good girl.
I feel like she's the type of dog that wants me to do, like, I feel like, I think I told you that she'd be really good at agility because she wants to do stuff.
Oh my God, she would love agility.
She is so fast and she can chase the ball.
How is she with other dogs again?
She's fine.
Have you ever gone to the Alga Norte dog park? Have you heard of it?
No.
It has like a little agility thing in the dog park. It's great. Yeah, it's so cool. They jump over something, go up stuff. It's like really cool. Go through things, all in the dog park.
I was thinking about doing one idea.
Yeah, you guys should just make one. Yeah.
Just to like get her, because I was thinking if I get her focused on something else, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you can even, she loves balls, right?
Oh my God.
But the ball, so hold a ball right now. I want to see the state she gets into, because if it's too much that she doesn't even care about Emily, the desensitization won't work. Oh, it might be actually a good amount because she likes it, but she's not as obsessed with it because we're here.
Yeah, if I threw it right now, she wouldn't chase.
She wouldn't. Okay, so you know where people use treats right here to get the focus? You could always try getting a ball. Yeah. Yeah. Right now she's like, nope. See if she'll sit right now. Anytime she's doing the little dance, pacing, direct her to sit. When you feel like you don't know what to do, where to go, you're all confused, just come to mom. Yep.
She's like, I want to go home.
I know, she's like, I don't like this. I promise it's gonna make you better, Lil. Yes. Yes, it's okay.
In like little sessions, like not like 2 hours, you know. Like
exactly.
A lot of times, a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I always say like if you take 10 minutes out, 5 to 10 minutes, and do it 100%, goes way further. And especially, yeah, just for instances like this, you don't want to practice this an hour every day. You're just going to be pushing her too much then. This is something, I mean, you can also do with Lexi. It will be very, very easy to do with Lexi because she's just willingly going to listen. But it takes that little bit of stress off of her because you know how she runs up to us, barks. If something goes wrong then when she's, you know, judging if that person is good or bad, they do some kind of movement, she snaps. Right. So you prevent that from happening by being like, okay, look to me. I'm going to tell you, go say hi. Those people are okay. You don't have, and if they have enough self-control to look at you first.
She will.
Yeah. And then go to them. It keeps all the thoughts positive and controlled.
Okay.
Good girl, Lily.
Yeah, you're good.
Hi, Lily. See, this is so good for you.
I might be good with this.
Good girl. I know, I think she is. You want to try going like a tiny bit closer? Let's see if she will. If she doesn't, that's okay. No? That's her. I mean, that's a lot closer than she would come on her own, so.
Yeah.
Good.
It's a start.
Yeah. Walk back this way, and Tiff, try to get her focused the whole time. Just come right here. Lexi's staring you down.
Yeah. Sit.
Come on, Lil.
Oh, she's scared.
Oh, Lily.
Lily, sit.
Chocolate isn't bad for dogs? Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
I don't tell people to give it.
Right, right.
No. They've eaten bags of M&Ms.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I'd be worried if they ate like a bag of chocolate chips because they're semi-sweet.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's toxic, but they don't get that much. Riley, one Rolo is like
nothing to it.
Yeah,
Riley.
That's the only time they get it is to give them medicine. Or sometimes I can get Lily to take it in liverwurst.
Oh, really?
So gross.
Are you picky? Do they get a lot of people food? Is that why they're picky? Yeah. I give my dogs a million too. I don't judge.
They get steak every night.
Oh.
She likes hamburger.
Oh my goodness. Tell Lily to sit right now. See if she will. She seems not as threatened. Good, Lily.
She's closer. She's like, wait, that lady's right there.
Yeah, but she has a scary camera too. Her tail isn't as tucked either. She's doing really good. Yes, Lily. I know. I know. Do you think you have people here every day?
Oh yeah, we have people here every day.
And the thing is that those people are a lot scarier than us. They don't obviously.
Especially because they're men.
Yes.
And some of them, you know, there's always like, you know, the guard, somebody coming in and out.
Yeah, yeah. They're working. They're doing scary stuff.
They're carrying big things.
Yeah.
That really freaks her out.
So you might have to be at the complete opposite end of the yard with them, but that's okay. Just getting her.
She's out with them.
Yep, yep.
Not freaking.
Right, exactly. Finding that point where she would naturally just be staring at them, probably barking. I'm really proud of her for how much the barking decreased on the leash. Just knowing like, okay, I'm okay when I'm right here. It's really, really good for her. And the point of this is obviously to not have the leash eventually and her just know like, oh, this is what I do. Okay. I'm stuck by mom for a little bit until I'm comfortable. Then I can go say hi when she tells me to go say hi.
Right.
Look at you. You seem less stressed. Good. See if she'll sit again. So maybe we'll have Cameron like go work up to you a little bit. Go like a couple steps over. Cameron.
You ready to go? Yeah, I have to go in the house. Yeah. Lily. Lily. Sit. Sit, Lily. Sit. Lily.
Yes, Lily. I would tell her to sit again. So we'll obviously stay at this distance until she's
moving back.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's okay. Just keep calling her to you. Good girl, Lily. It's okay. So we'll stay in this spot until she's like less hunched, needing to like watch her. It's okay. She's doing so good. That's so close. And time is just your best friend. Time and direction to where you do want her mind to go constantly is your best friend. Seems hopeless for like the first, 30 seconds, but eventually, yep, she will. A breed with this much of a natural instinct to be alert and protect will take longer, of course, than other breeds. So just direct her again. The licking her lips like that is a stress signal as well. Yes. Does she know the down command? Does she know how to lay down?
No, I don't.
I doubt she'll do it now if she doesn't. I was just curious. But that would be a good thing for you to work on with her.
She does do it sometimes.
Oh, she does? Yeah, just knowing it on command would be really good. So that's super submissive, So if we can get her to do that around people, it will really let go of that need to be alert and protective instinct when you don't need her to have that for sure.
Okay.
So obviously, yeah, she's doing really good. I just see the level of, I mean,
you can see it in her face.
Yeah, it makes me so happy. She seems so much less stressed. Say hi, Lily.
Hi, Lily.
Good girl. Now call her to look at you. Tell her sit.
Lily, sit.
Good. Even though she did it just for a second. I know. She's like, she's pointing something at me. It's okay. Come on, Lily, you can do it. You can do it. Come on, Lil. Oh, it's hot.
Lily. Oh, hi. Sit. Sit. Lily.
Just wait a second.
Lily. Sit. Good.
Yay! Okay, now go back away from her. You can come this way. Lexi's watching on guard.
Lexi's always on guard.
Yeah.
She's very protective of me. Lex, it's okay.
It's okay. Good. Perfect. And that actually helps too once Lily has a really hard time like that. That's where I usually like to finish because that was really hard for her. With that.
Seems like she's kind of done.
Yeah. So end it on her working through that anxiety, but then don't push her anymore.
Okay.
That was perfect. Yes. But also it was kind of a good thing that then I had Cameron leave because that's her reward. Her ultimate reward is getting this person away from her. Yeah. Yeah, so once she listens to you and lets go a little bit, listens to you, all the problems go away.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's really good for her too, especially when she's, you know, about at her limit.
Like really the first time, and you could tell she's still nervous, but I think
not nearly as much though. She's so willing to listen to you. I've seen so much worse from dogs that like during this time we could maybe get a dog to sit once just because it's like such high alert. Yeah. So it tells me she's going to be easily like molded. I know.